Good morning, dear children. There are 8 planets in our solar system, such as Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. There is Pluto, which is not considered as a planet now. Which planet are you living in? Yes, we are all living the planet called the Earth. What do you know about the Earth? There is a lot to tell about the Earth. I will explain it in the lesson The Earth, our living planet. The Earth, our living planet. This is the image of the Earth where we live in. Earth is the unique planet among the planets of solar system. It is the home of living beings. Dear children, observe the picture. What is the number of the earth from the sun? You only guess it. It is there in the image. Which are the living beings found on the earth? Can you recall them? Hope you know the names of these animals as well as the birds and the forest. Then, my dear children, what are the reasons for the existence of the living beings on the earth? Why can't we exist in Mars or Venus or Jupiter and so on? Earth is the living planet since it is suitable distance between the sun and the earth. It has a suitable distance from the sun. We have good temperature, the necessary temperature to live, life supporting gases. We have fresh air to breathe, atmosphere, good atmosphere, and water cycle. The important aspect for living being is water. We have plenty of water to drink, where we don't find all these aspects. The Earth, our living planet, has various names such as living planet, unique planet, watery planet, blue planet. What is the reason for all these names? The earth has a variety of names since it has suitable distance between the sun and the earth to live, temperature, life supporting gases, atmosphere, water cycle, and so on. The size of the earth. Fifth largest planet in the sun's family is Earth. It is 4 times greater than the diameter of the moon. How many times it is greater than the moon? It is 4 times greater than the moon and around 107 times less than the sun. Distribution of land mass and water bodies on the earth. What do you mean by land mass? The continents in the world is known as land mass and the oceans are called water bodies on the earth. The total geographical area of the earth is 510 million square kilometers. What is the total geographical area of the earth? 510 million square kilometers. The area covered by water is 361 million square kilometers. That is 70%, 70.78%. The area covered by land is only 149 million square kilometers, that is 29.22%. The total ratio between land and water body is 1:2.43. What is the shape of the earth? The earth has geode shape. You can see the shape of the earth here. It is in a geode shape, oblate spheroid. The earth is flattened at the poles. We have north pole and south pole. It is flattened at the poles. You can see that here. The earth is flattened at the poles and bulges at the equator. It is bulges at the equator. You can see that here. Equator is the line which is driven in the between in circle. The equatorial diameter of the earth is 12,756 kilometers. The equatorial diameter of the earth is 12,756 kilometers. You can see that here in the map. The equatorial diameter. The polar diameter of the earth is written here in the diagram. North pole and south pole. In Kannada they have written Uttara Dhruva and Dakshina Dhruva. Please note down this. The equatorial circumference of the earth is 40,076 kilometers. 40,076 kilometers. It is written in Kannada here. 40,076 kilometers. The equatorial circumstances of the earth. The polar circumstances of the earth is 40,008 kilometers. You can see that in the map here. 40,008 kilometer. It indicates polar diameter. Hope you understood what is polar diameter and equatorial diameter. The difference between the equatorial and polar diameter is 42 kilometers. What is the different distance between the polar and equatorial diameter? 42 kilometers. Continents. The landmass of the earth is called continent. We have 7 continents. Hope you know them. I will just read out for you. Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. Which is the largest continent in the world? That is Asia. You can see that Asia is the largest continent and Australia is the smallest continent. You can see the image. Oceans. There are different oceans. The Pacific Ocean is the biggest ocean. The Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean and Arctic Ocean. The deepest ocean is Pacific Ocean. Land hemisphere and water hemisphere. There are 2 types of hemispheres, water hemisphere and land hemisphere. That is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. What do you mean by northern hemisphere? The northern hemisphere has why northern hemisphere is called land hemisphere? Now northern hemisphere has 60% of land, 40% of water. Hence it is called as land hemisphere. Since there is more land In the northern hemisphere, it is called land hemisphere. Then water hemisphere. The southern hemisphere is called water hemisphere since the southern hemisphere has 81% of water, 19% of land. Hence it is called water hemisphere. Latitudes and longitudes. Latitudes and longitudes are imaginary lines. They are imaginary lines. You can see here the latitudes from east to west. It is drawn east to west, and longitude is drawn from north to south. The line of latitudes and longitudes are called geographical coordinators or geographical grid. The imaginary network of lines is drawn on the earth to locate the places, directions, and to calculate the distance between places. Why the latitudes and longitudes are drawn? In order to find out the places, directions, which direction we must go, and to calculate the distance between from one place to the other, from one time to the other. These imaginary lines are drawn from east to west. From east to west. From east to west. These imaginary lines are drawn from east to west and north to south. See, north here and south. These are called lines of latitudes and longitudes. Therefore, the lines of latitudes and longitudes are called geographical coordinators. You can see these are longitudes and latitudes. Latitudes and longitudes. There is an equator here. This is the equator line, you please must know. It is also called as 0 degree. Equator is also called as 0 degree. This is prime meridian. You can see that here. Prime meridian. Latitudes. The imaginary lines drawn parallel to the equator from east to west on the earth is called lines of latitudes. What do you mean by latitude? There will be a question. It's an imaginary line drawn parallel to the equator. The 0 degree line indicates equator. From east to west on the earth are called the lines of latitudes. There are 90 degree of latitudes in the northern hemisphere and 90 degree of latitudes in the southern hemisphere. You can see that here. Total 180 degree will be there. It will be divided into two parts, that is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So we have 90 degree latitudes and 90 degree latitudes in south as well as 90 degree latitudes in the north. The equator 0 degree is the longest line of latitude. Which is the longest line of latitude? The 0 degree. And is called as the greater circle, which is called as greater circle. That 0 degree latitude or equator is called the greater circle. The latitudinal circles to the north and south of the equator are small. The distance between two lines of latitude is 110.4 kilometers. What is the differences between the two lines of latitudes? 110.4 kilometers. Latitudes and longitudes. As you go towards the poles from the equator, the distance between the latitudes goes on increasing. The important latitudes, please note down, this is very important. 90-degree north latitude in the North Pole, they have driven arrow marks, you can see here, please. That is 90-degree north latitude, that is North Pole. 66 and of north latitude, Arctic Circle, here you can see that Arctic Circle here is written. That is called 66 and of north latitude, that is also known as Arctic Circle. 23 and of degree north latitude, the other name of 23 and of degree north latitude is Tropic of Cancer. You can see that here, Tropic of Cancer. 0-degree latitude, that is called equator. You can see that equator divides North Pole and South Pole. 23 and of degree south latitude, Tropic of Cancer. The south latitude is called Tropic of Cancer. 66 and of degree south latitude is called Antarctic Circle. 90 degrees south latitude is South Pole. Hope you got an important latitudes. Why only these latitudes are called important? Please think and answer. Important latitudes. Observe the following picture. Which part of the earth is close to the sun? Identify. Different regions of the earth face directly the sun in different time. June 21st, Tropic of Cancer, that is called 23 and of degree north latitude, directly faces the sun. March 21st and September 23rd, the equator directly faces the sun. December 22nd, Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23 and of degree south latitude, is called Tropic of Capricorn, directly faces the sun. Since the region between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn receives the direct rays of the sun, it becomes the zone of high temperature. Therefore, this zone is called as torrid zone. You must be able to learn this. What do you mean by torrid zone? Since the torrid zone lies between these two latitudes, these are important latitudes. Hope you understood why these latitudes are very important. Dear students, please observe this picture. On which latitude the sun rays falling completely, on which latitude there are no sun rays at all. Observe the following picture. On which latitude are the sun rays falling completely, on which latitude there are no sun rays at all. On 21st June, the region between 66 and of degree north latitude to 90 degree north latitude receives the sun rays for 24 hours. This region will not have night, but the intensity of the sun rays is less. On the same date, that is on 21st June, the region between 66 and of degree south latitude to 90 degree south latitude does not receive the sun rays for 24 hours. Whole day this region experiences night. You can see that is marked here, night and day. Observe this picture. On which latitude are the sun rays falling completely, on which latitude there are no sun rays at all. On December 22nd, the region between 66 and of degree south latitude, 66 and of degree south latitude is here, to 90 degrees south latitude receives the sun rays for 24 hours. This region will not have night, but the intensity of the sun rays is less. On the same date, that is on December 22, the region between 66 and of degree north latitude to 90 degree north latitude does not receive the sun rays for 24 hours. Whole day this region experiences night. Observe this picture. On which latitude are the sun falling completely, on which latitude there are no sun rays at all. On the regions between 23 and of degree to 66 and of degree north and south latitudes, the sun rays do not fall directly. These regions are called temperate zones. The regions between 66 and of degree to 90 degree north and south latitudes receive slanting rays of the sun. Sometimes no sun rays at all. These are called frigid zones. Therefore, 23 and of degree and 66 and of degree north and south latitudes are very important latitudes. What is the distance between the longitude on the earth? This will be explained in the next class.